go for it because why not? Oh my goodness gracious! Good morning. Good morning. We're gonna hit it on two sides. This is gonna be fun. We don't have much time, but we do have some time, so we might as well use what we've got. Good morning, everybody. It is go time. It is. We got like 20 minutes. Like 20 minutes. This is gonna be one of the quicker opportunities of us flying and doing this thing. So if you've never been here before, good morning. My name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. We're going to get after this. We're going to learn how we buy assets that produce profit so that you can get freedom without waiting until you're old. If you've never been here before, my name is Will. I go live every day. I'm in Austin, Texas. We're going to walk through how we buy assets that produce profit. So if you want to hang out with us, good morning. Good to see you in here. We're going to let a rip potato chip. We got a couple of things that we got to cover, and we got to cover quick because we don't have a whole lot of time. We're going to walk over here, learn about compound interest, how it works, how we can use it to our benefit so we can get to where we want to go faster without waiting until you're old. So let's get into some of that. Let's buy some assets. We might talk through self-storage, real estate, multifamily, buying businesses of multiple types. There's all kinds of things that you can do. If you've never been here before, good morning. My name is Will. I'm coming to you live from Austin, Texas. Before we get too deep into the game, let me know in the comments where you're tuning in from. Where's everybody tuning in from? I'm in Austin, Texas. It's a pleasure to see you this morning. We don't have much time, but we're going to cover with what we got. How we can. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Let me show you some things. Where are we tuning in from? Good morning. Good morning, everybody. If you're new here, my name is Will. I'm in Austin, Texas. I go live every day, and I teach you what I did to get financially free by 29. Spoiler, I bought assets that produce profit. If you want to learn how to do that, you're in the right spot. Make sure you tap on the follow button up there, but let me know where you're tuning in from. Kansas, North Carolina. Good morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh, we are everywhere, baby. We are everywhere. North Carolina, Kansas, Rhode Island, Westerly. Oh my gosh, I love it. Let me walk over here and show you this real quick. Before we get too deep in the game, let me show you some of the basic building blocks of getting financially free. So I think we can see it on both sides. Cool. All right, so check this out. This is a principle called the Rule of 72. The Rule of 72, how many of you have heard of this rule? Type 1 in the comments. Good morning, Layla in Tennessee. Good to see you. Type 1 in the comments if you've ever heard of the Rule of 72. You ever heard of this before? The Rule of 72 is an idea, it's an approximation to figure out how fast your money's going to double or how quick your debt's going to double. So if you owe somebody money, it's going to show you that. If you're going to earn interest, it's going to show you how fast your money doubles. Here's what it looks like. Let's say you earn 1% interest. You take, the Rule of 72 states, you take the interest that you earn, you divide it into the number 72. The answer is the number of years it's going to take for your money to double. So let's say that we got some cash, okay? We got some cash. We take our cash, and then we go deposit it in the bank, and we get 1% interest. Before we get too deep into this, let me know in the comments, how much money are you earning? Good morning, 50 shot positive vibes. What's the interest rate you're earning at the bank? Let me know down in the comments. What is the interest rate that you're earning at the bank right now? The interest rate I'm showing you is 1%. Are we doing that at the bank? We take our money, we deposit it down at the bank. I give them 10 grand, deposit, and then in 72 years, our 10 grand turns into $20,000, which is kind of crazy. That's a long time to turn into 20 grand. What's the interest rate you're earning at the bank? If you're new here, by the way, good morning. My name is Will. It's a pleasure to see you this morning. We got some cool stuff we're going to cover. Oh my gosh, it's going to be awesome. If you've never been here before, we buy assets that produce profit. So if you want to learn how to buy assets from self-storage, to rental properties, to multifamily, to businesses, to tax firms, everything in between. Let me know in the comments what's the interest rate you're earning. At the bank account, 2%, 50 shot positive vibes, 5.12%. What's up, baby? Good to see you. Good morning, Sketch Monster. So watch this. Check it. We take our money. We go deposit it at the bank. What does the bank do with our money? Let me know in the comments. What does the bank do with our money? Does it just sit there and collect dust? We give it to the bank. They give us 1% interest. Does it collect dust? What happens next? We deposit it. Does it just sit there? What do they do with the money? What does the bank do with our money? They lend it out. They give it to other people. They loan it out. Exactly. So we take our money. We give it to the bank. The bank gives us 1% interest. In 72 years, that money's going to turn into $20,000. In the meantime, the bank turns around and takes our money and lends it to somebody else. When they lend it to somebody else, they're going to charge a higher interest rate. In this example, they're going to get 4%. So they take our money, they invest it at 4% interest. What kind of loans can they get a 4% interest on? What kind of loan can a bank get a 4% interest on their money? Car payments, mortgages, much more than that, right? 4% divided into the number 72 means every 18 years the bank's money doubles. What this looks like is this. Passive Income Club checking in. Good to see you, baby. Good morning. Good morning. Thursday, we got a call with Brian Hooper. We're going to do some foreclosure stuff. And Passive Income Club members only, listen, we're going to do a simulator. Like, you can go online with fake money and you can buy fake foreclosures as you learn the process. What? What? Dude, it's going to be awesome. So if you want to learn about foreclosures, make sure you're there Thursday night. Passive Income Club members only. It's a private event, but it's going to be awesome. So we give the bank our money. The bank turns around and lends that to somebody else. They lend it out, and they get at, what is this, 4% interest? At 4% interest, they make $168,000. We give them 10 grand. They give us 20 grand. They reinvest our money. They don't have money until we give it to them. And they make $168,000. So here's my next question. What's the highest interest rate you've ever seen on a credit card offer? You know, you get it in the mail and it says 0% introductory rate for 6 months and then it goes to the moon. Let me know in the comments. I'm in. Let's go. 50 shot positive vibes. What's the highest interest rate you've ever seen on a credit card offer? You know, when you get one of these bad boys in the mail, what's the highest interest rate you've ever seen? 32%, 25%, 32, 25, 32. That's 32% is crazy. That is I believe you. I'm not saying you're not being truthful. I'm saying that's crazy. 34%, 24% interest on a credit card? On a credit card? Oh my, okay, we're gonna come back to the credit card. That's crazy. So watch this. If a bank can do 34%, 32%, 19%, is it fair to assume they get 8%? We give the bank our money. We deposit it in a checking or savings account. We walk away. Here's what the rule of 72 says. You take your 8%, you divide it into 72. The number of years it takes for the money to double is 9 years. So the bank's money turns into what? We're gonna guess in just a second. If I take my 10 grand and I grow it at 1% interest, it turns into $20,000. Okay, we're gonna guess in just a second. What do you think it turns into at 8%? 10 grand, $10,000 at 8% interest. What does the money turn into? Let me know in the comments. What's your best guess? I'm gonna show you the answer in a second. With a credit card, you can get way higher. 30%, 40%. Crazy interest rates. $10,000 at 1% turns into 20. $10,000 at 4% turns into 168. Well, Kyle says 300,000. What do you think it turns into at 8% interest? I'm going to show you the answer in a second. Here's 8%. The money doubles every 9 years. What do you think it turns into? Give me some guesses in the comments. Credit cards, crazy. 32%? What? Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. That boxing's paying off. Baby, I appreciate you. In between 300 and 500K, what do you think it turns into? $10,000. You ready? You ready for the reveal? 8% interest. The bank, remember, it doesn't have money until we give it to them. 2.5 million? What? What? So what do we talk about? Take our money, we give it to the bank. The bank gave us 1% interest. In 72 years, we come back, they give us 20 grand total. Our original $10,000 in principal plus $10,000 in interest. We leave. During the time that they had our money, they used our money to reinvest it. When they reinvested that money, they made $2.5 million. Everybody type 1 in the comments if you hear me on this. A bank doesn't have money until you give it to them. Banks don't have money. It's just a brick building. Sometimes it's just online. They don't have money until you give it to them. And then when you give it to them, they do a couple of different things. Everybody type 2 in the comments. We're going to do 2 things right now. If you're new here, my name is Will. I go live every day and I teach you what I did to get financially free at 29. There is no theory here. This is reality, what I did. If you want to hang out with us every day, make sure you tap on the follow button. I go live every day. What? Every day. Yeah, true. Check this out. All right, let's use this board because we got some of this right here. So, principle number 1, a bank uses other people's money. Are you down with OPM? Everybody type OPM in the comments or type 1. OPM. A bank uses other people's money. A bank doesn't have money until we give it to them. Direct deposit's convenient for you and me, but it's also convenient for the bank. So they take other people's money. Then, number 2, they borrow low, and then they invest high. Watch this. It's not even that high. So they take somebody else's money, that's us, and they borrow that for a cheap rate. Let's call it 1% interest, because that's the example we're using over here. We give the bank 10 grand. We take our 10 grand. We give it to the bank. The bank gives us 1% interest. 10 grand. In 72 years, they're gonna give us 20,000 back. It cost them $10,000 to borrow money. But then they reinvest that money at, can you see that? At 8% interest. When they reinvest our money at 8% interest, they make $2.5 million while they paid us 10 grand in interest. The difference between those two numbers is this. 8%. This cost them $10,000. This made them $2.5 million. Do you see the power of using other people's money and borrowing low, investing high? If you're new here, guys, my name is Will. I go live every day and I teach you what I did to get financially free without waiting until I was old. I've been financially free since 29. If you want to hang out with us every day, come up here and tap the follow button. I go live and I teach you what I did to get financially free. How many of you want to see the freedom formula? Type F in the comments for freedom formula. I'm going to show you that right now. You want to get into this? Good morning. Good morning. I'm on YouTube as well. I'm trying to multicast and multitask, and it's not quite working. Good to see you, YouTube. I'm giving you no love. I'm giving you no love. Will, where's your coffee? It's over here. It's over here. Good morning. I'm 51 and would like to be financially free. We need something similar for us. I got you. I got you. Okay, let's go through the freedom formula right now. Let's do this live. Check it. I'm here from Tampa. Albert, I was just in Tampa. Oh my gosh, I got back 2 days ago. Here's the freedom formula. If you're new here, I need you to write this down. We buy assets. Those assets produce passive income. The passive income, when it's greater than your monthly expenses, you are financially free. There's nothing to do with time. This has nothing to do with time. You can get financially free without waiting until you're old. I'm going to show you how. Are you ready? Are you ready? The name of the game in proper retirement planning, I'm going to come back to this, I'm going to explain this more. The name of the game in proper retirement planning has nothing to do with building a bigger nest egg. Has everything to do with replacing your income. How many of you have ever seen a chart like this? You ever seen an investment chart like this? Type 1 in the comments for yes. Type 2 if you have not. Your financial advisor shows you something like this and says, hey, if you invest and you earn a good rate of return, eventually your money will compound. You ever seen something like this? Type 1. This is what they show you. That this philosophy of you taking your money, investing, yes, here I see you, Robert, taking your money, investing, and waiting until you're old is crazy. And this is philosophy number 1. Whether you agree with it or disagree with it, I don't care. I love you no matter what. I just want you to understand what you're doing with your money before you trade your entire life away. The only way that compound interest works is with time. You have to put in 30 or 40 years for this thing to do its thing. Here's the problem. The only way for you to get enough money in your retirement plan is to put in more time. But that's not the only way to get financially free. Watch this. This is called a nest egg mentality. The belief system tells you that you must build a nest egg. Everybody type the letter N in the comments for nest egg. Not to be confused with egghead. Different conversation. Nest egg. The nest egg mentality says, well, whenever you have a certain amount of money in your retirement plan, then you can retire. Let's call it $1 million. So let's say that you take your money from your paycheck or from your business and you set it aside and you invest it and you wait until you're 30 or 40 years older. Then finally, after all of that time, you've got $1 million saved up. But you can't touch the $1 million because if you touch the $1 million, you run out of money too soon. So the financial industry has a couple of ideas around this. They say, well, why don't you only take out 4%? If you take out 4%, you'll never touch the $1 million. You'll always have enough money you can retire. But if you take out too much, then you're going to run out of money. Does that make sense? Like if I take out $200,000 a year, in 5 years, I'm probably going to be out of money. Does that make sense? Type 1 in the comments. So that's why the 4% rule comes from. The 4% rule comes from the idea that you don't want to run out of nest egg money. Cool? Type 1 if that makes sense. Type 2 if you have no idea what's going on. All good. I love you either way. Love you either way. 1. Okay, so now if I'm going to take out 4%, that's $40,000 a year. There's 2 numbers on the screen that we're looking at. The nest egg number, which is the $1 million, and then there's the income. Let me know in the comments, how do you pay your bills right now? Do you pay them with nest eggs? Do you send nest eggs in to pay your bills? Or do you pay your bills with income? Type N in the comments for nest egg. Type I in the comments for income. Bro, it's barely 8 a.m. Way too early for numbers. No, you're just late. All good. Go get some coffee. Come back. We'll be right here, okay? Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. Income. You pay your bills with income. So the name of the game in retirement planning is income replacement. Income replacement has nothing to do with building a nest egg. Building a nest egg, yes, is one way to do it. But the only way you can get to the nest egg is by trading your time. What? Stop asking us to type, for God's sake. Everybody type K in the comments for Kel's Kit 44. He wants some love this morning. Everybody type K in the comments. Send him some love, baby. Send him some love. Hey, so, okay, if I ask you to interact, you interact. If I ask you to interact and it makes you upset, you still interact. Either way, I win. What's the name of this game? The name of the game is I win. Good morning! Good morning, sunshine. It's too early for you too. Go get some coffee, come back. Now, I want you to understand. Look, Trish giving you some smooches, baby. Hey, so the name of the game has nothing to do with time. You don't have to wait until you're old. All right, cool? Yeah, okay, grab a coffee, baby. Grab a coffee. Good morning. The name of the game is replacing your income. Okay, so just clear. Wrap it all up. We're going to move on to the next thing. If you want to get financially free, you have to replace your income. That doesn't require your time. That's it. Cool? You're hilarious and insightful. Good morning. Good morning, sunshine. I appreciate you. Happy to help. If you're new here, by the way, my name is Will. I go live every day and I teach you what I did to get financially free by 29. I'm going to show you the freedom formula right now. But if you're new, make sure that you tap the follow button so you can hang out with us every single morning. Cool? All right. Here we go. Income replacement. Watch this. Watch this. We buy assets. Those assets produce passive income. The passive income, when greater than your expenses, you're financially free. Watch. Right now. You're probably, how many of you have ever heard this idea? You ever heard time equals money? How many of you have heard this idea? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Type 3 if you're Kells and you're tired of me asking you to type something. Time, you ever heard this idea? Time equals money? You heard that? Now you would never say something like that because that's a foolish thing to say. Now I know you wouldn't say it, but you've heard somebody else say it, right? See, time doesn't equal money. Time has nothing to do with money. Time sometimes is the delivery vehicle in which you provide value. Value is how you get paid. Have you ever worked with somebody at a job? You both put in the same time, they're a knucklehead and you're awesome. And you go, how do they get paid? They're a moron. It's not the time. It's the time. You both put in the same time. Soon they're not going to have a job. Anyway, so time sometimes is the vessel in which you deliver value. Value that you bring to the marketplace is how you earn income. If you're not earning the kind of income you want to make, there's two switches I would talk about later on, a different conversation. Number one, increase the value that you bring to the marketplace. Number two, if you provide great value, maybe you need to get better at demonstrating clearly the value that you provide. Cool? Provide better value, greater value. Number two, demonstrate that value clearly if you want to get paid more. That's not this conversation. This conversation is how do I get my time back? Because now we understand time has nothing to do with money. Value has everything to do with money. We got to provide value without our time. Let me give you an example. Can I give you an example? Let's say that we go out there and we buy an ice machine. Everybody type ice in the comments. An ice machine, if you're not familiar, is a machine, a vending machine, you walk up to and you put some money in the machine. You give some money to the machine. The machine then gives you a bag of ice. You could put the ice in your ice chest and keep your drinks cold. Cool? Let me know in the comments, who are the type of people that buy ice from ice machines? Who are the type of people that buy ice from ice machines? And we're going to bring this thing full circle. If you're new here, my name is Will. I go live every day and I teach you what I did to get financially free by age 29. If you want to hang out with us every day, make sure you come up here and you tap on the follow button. What's up, baby? Who buys ice? Consumers? Yeah. What about construction workers? Who buys ice machines? Who buys ice from ice machines? People who don't have an ice maker, fishermen, RV campers. Exactly. Okay, so now watch this. People that buy ice from ice machines, do they need me to be there in order for them to give me money? Do they want to see my beautiful face smiling first thing in the morning? Or do they just want the ice? Like, get out of the way, dude. You're in the way of the ice machine. Oh, okay. They just want the ice, right? They don't need me. Aha! I've eliminated my time and I can provide them value and get money. That's the name of the game. How do we provide value that doesn't attach to our time? And if I buy an ice machine and that ice machine produces passive income and the passive income covers my expenses, I'm financially free. Does everybody see the game? If you see it, give me eyeball emojis in the comments. You see it? What's up, Sonia? Good morning. Good morning. What? You see it? Do you see it? Now watch this. Let's bring it full circle. I'm going to teach you how to reverse engineer this for where you're at. Wherever you're at in your life. Cool? So watch this. What does it cost you every single month to pay all your bills? What is your monthly expenses? I'm going to teach you how to do this and I'm going to take my kids to school. I like to cut. Sonia, I appreciate you. Shoot. You know my son cut my hair? Yeah, my 10-year-old. What's up, baby? How much? How much does it cost you every single month? So you're telling me I need to buy an ice machine. I'm telling you, I'm going to give you some more examples in just a second. What's it cost you to cover all your bills? What is up with that 8? That 8 had a stroke. It's okay, we still love you. 4,000. What's it cost you every single month to pay all your bills? What? He's got skills like daddy. Let's go. Let's go. 7K. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Vending your ATM. We're going to get into a lot of that. What does it cost you every single month to pay all your bills? 2 grand? You think 2K? 4K? 4K? That's 44. We did both. Why not? 4,000, 4,000. Now come over here. Check this out. So now that we know your monthly expenses and your bills can be, see you on the inside, I'll see you there. Whatever it costs you to pay all of your expenses. We're going to reverse engineer this game. Now we're going to come over here and start buying assets. In the comments below, what are some assets that we can buy that produce profit, that produce cash flow? I gave you an example with an ice machine. You give me an idea of other assets that we can buy that produce passive income. What are some other assets that we can buy that produce passive income? ATMs. Okay. So we can buy ATMs. I can buy real estate. I can buy Airbnbs. Bees. Laundry. Car wash. Storage. Somebody says stocks, specifically dividend stocks to give us income. RV park. RV park. Vending machine, cars. Okay, so there's got a bunch of different ideas. Now let's attach these 2 ideas. Parking. Dude, I love me some parking. Parking lots. Okay, now let's attach these 2 ideas. You ready? Let's say that we buy, I don't know, a laundromat. Let's say that laundromat gives us $1,000 a month in profit. Everybody type P in the chat for profit. But that costs money we may not have at the moment. KT, I got you. Even if you don't think you've got money, even if you have $0, I'll show you how to do it. But right now, pay attention. Let's say we buy a laundromat. That's our asset. The laundromat gives us passive income of $1,000 a month in profit. If our monthly expenses are $7,000 a month, how many assets do we need until we're financially free? What? Let me know in the comments. If I buy a laundromat that gives me $1,000 a month in profit, and my monthly expenses are $7 grand a month, how many assets do I need until I'm free? Why then would you wait until you're old to retire? What? 7. You're 7 assets away from freedom. Traditional financial planning says you've got to take your money, you've got to chase compound interest, and you've got to wait until this happens. Then when that happens, hopefully is not a financial plan, but hopefully you got enough money saved up. This is what they tell you. This is crazy. Instead of asking yourself, how many years until I can retire, we ask ourselves, how many assets must we acquire? What? What's the risk? Oh, the risk of this plan is that you trade your entire life, you get to your destination, you're old and you don't have enough money. That's the risk. That's the greatest risk. So what do? We do one thing that's different. You ready? What? Is there anyone in here who does real estate currently? Yeah, a lot. You're looking at one. But how many of you do real estate? Type 1 in the comments. But here's the game that we play. We buy assets. Instead of waiting to use our money way over here, here's what we do. We go buy an asset. Watch, real quick. I don't have much time. Plenty of time, none to waste. You ready? You ready for this? In the beginning, it's just you and your money and you're saving and investing. You're growing, but you're not going to wait until you're old over here. That's crazy. We're not going to wait till we're old. We're going to buy assets now. So we go down there and we buy an asset. That asset produces income. In the beginning, it was just me and one stream of income. How many income streams do I have now? Let me know in the comments. In the beginning, it was just me and my little stream of income. Then I buy an asset. How many streams of income? Trish has 2. That's right. I've got 2 streams of income. Now I'm going to use that money again, and I'm going to do it one more time. Buy another asset. How many streams of income do I have now? So is this guaranteed to work? What's guaranteed in life is that you're not getting out of here alive. Do you hear me on this? That's what's guaranteed. Oh, and by the way, while you're on this earth, you're going to be taxed to oblivion. Those are the 2 guarantees. Cool? Any other questions on guarantees in life? Makes it sound like an asset instantly makes income. What? I didn't. It's gonna. How about this? Okay. Disclaimer. We're having a little confusion in the comments. Disclaimer. Life's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be fair. You're gonna get beat up. You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna fall down on your face. You're gonna want to quit every step of the way. Right before it works, you're gonna give up, and you're gonna try again, and you're gonna try again, and most likely, life is gonna be the toughest thing you've ever done in your entire life. Cool? It's gonna be tough. It's gonna suck. It's gonna be painful. Anything that is worthwhile in your life is going to hurt. It's going to cause pain. You're going to bleed. You're going to cry. It's going to suck. You're going to hate it. It's going to be terrible, but it's going to be worth it. Totally up to you. Doesn't matter. I don't care what you do. Cool? Like lifting weights is not fun, but the benefits of lifting weights is fun. Eating healthy is not as pleasurable as eating unhealthy, but the benefits of eating healthier are more pleasurable. Okay? Doing these things is not easy. My definition, here's my, okay, all right, here we go. So many believe those negative things, and the reasons not to do it. Absolutely. You're looking healthier, baby. I've been going to boxing. Check this out. Here's my definition of easy. I got this from my boy James E. Rohn. How would you define this word? And then we got to dip on this. So I'm getting out of here after this. If you didn't get a chance, make sure you tap the follow button. I go live every day. Every day. What is the definition of easy? The definition of easy is you can do. You can do it. I messed that one up. You can do it. That's the definition of easy. You can do it. That's it. You can do it. You can do it. That's it. You can do it. What's easy? Can you exercise? Yeah. Is it easier not to exercise? Yeah. Can you eat healthy? Yeah. Is it easier not to eat healthy? Yeah. Can you buy assets? Yeah. Is it easy to do? Yeah. Why? Because you can do it. Is it easier not to do them? Yeah. All good. Cool? Love you. Love you. Do you have anything on dividend stocks? Okay. I'm not a big fan of dividend stocks. I don't have time to do it. I got to take my kids to school. But I'm not a big fan on dividend stocks because of the inefficiency of money. It doesn't make any sense. Like we did this the other day. Let me give you an example. Not a big fan because it ties up too much money. It doesn't make any sense. So the example that I gave you the other day, we were talking about buying a Ford Bronco. Okay, so you could buy Ford stock at the time of that training was $12 a share. Ford pays a dividend of 60 cents a share. So in order for you to have enough money to buy a new Ford Bronco of $40,000, you would need to buy $800,000 in Ford stock. Hear me on this. Good morning, hot stuff. Good to see you. Good morning. So the reason I'm not a big fan of dividend stocks, you can do whatever you want to do. You don't need me to believe in what you do for it to work out financially. Cool? All right, so here we go. $800,000 of Ford stock. $800,000 of Ford stock. Why don't you homeschool your kids? Musk does. Because I help run the school. Go to my Instagram, and I just shared a video of me teaching kids about money. How many of you think we should teach kids about money? Type 1 in the comments. Type 1 in the comments. Should we teach kids about money? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Do you think we should teach kids about money? Well, then what you should do is you should be involved in your school. I don't send my kids to public school, but we involve them. Let me show you. Check this out. If I can get this thing to load real quick. Okay, so when you're on my TikTok profile, you just tap on the Instagram. Let me show you this real quick. Watch this. Watch this. Elon Musk also started a school. So let's, so here's my Instagram. When you tap on the Instagram face, oh, there's my steak from yesterday. Chill, mind your business. Look at this. This is educating kids about money, live, right now. There's me, that's your boy. Teaching them. What? So like, yeah, I send my kids to a school, but I'm also very involved in the school, in the private school, so we can teach our kids about money. Does it make sense? That's the game. That's the game. I mean, I'm a kid, I'm trying to learn about money. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm teaching you live on TikTok, baby. Where are the kids at? Are they in school? While they're in school, what are they watching? Oh, they're TikTok. I got you, baby. I got you. Okay, cool. All right. So anyway, the reason, and then I got to go. I'm dipping right now. 30 seconds or less. If you didn't get a chance to follow me, tap the follow button. I'm going to go live later today and teach you tax savings. If you want to learn about tax savings, make sure you tap the follow. Okay, so check it real quick. The reason I'm not into dividend stocks, I would have to spend $800,000 buying Ford stock. Ford is at $12 a share, paying 60 cents a share. I'd have to buy $800,000 to generate $40,000. What? No way. This is too much money to buy too little of income. Cool? All right. I love you guys. I got to dip like a potato chip. I got to get out here. YouTube, I didn't give you any love today. I love you. I'm sorry. Tomorrow. Okay, guys. Y'all take care. I got to take my kids to school. We're going to go rough it up today. What's up, baby? All right. Adios. Catch you on the flip-flop.